Hi everyone, welcome back once again in my YouTube channel. So guys, I hope you all are doing great. So guys, so what we know, right? So already we have started one series, right, for the java.lang package. So I have discussed couple of classes among our java.lang package. So that one important class, that is object class, right? So in the object class I have discussed about two method already, right, in our last video, right? So we have started why we need java.lang package. Then we just jump into our object class, which is very important class in our java.lang package, right? So in the object class I have already what done to a string method, hashCode and equals, right, end to end with our coding, right? I have done these three method what we have in the object class, right? All these three methods which is very important for our java implementation. So this video also continuation of this object class only. So in this video I am going to explain very one favorite interview question which is mostly asked in every interview by the interviewer. Okay, that topic is guys contact between equals and hashCode. What guys? That is the that is very important topic which is combined information about hashCode and equals, because already I have explained what is hashCode, what is equals. So this is the combination of these two methods. This question mostly asked in the interview room. So what that question guy? Contact between equals and hashCode. Correct guy? This is also very favorite interview question of every interviewer. That is what is exact contact between equals and hashCode method. Correct guy? So in entire video I will explain about contact between what equals and hashCode method. So guys, before starting this contact between what equals and hashCode method, we'll discuss in shortly to understand the default implementation of both the method what already I have discussed in earlier video. So what two method guys? Hashcode and equals, right? Okay. So which both the method are available under the object class. Okay guys. So guys, now let's see some scenario. With the scenario I will explain and will come to know what is contact between hashcode and equals method. So guys, so I have prepared the completely PPT for you people, for your knowledge sake or your future reference as well. So already I mentioned you guys, this completely video I am going to explain what is the contact between equals and hashcode method and variation with hash map. Also I will explain how these two equals and hashcode method will vary with our hash map implementation, how it's correlate with internal implementation of hash map. So let's start guys. So guys, see, I am going to explain this first what default implementation of equals and hashcode method. First we should know, right, default implementation. What we have the default implementation of both the method in object class, right? So equals method and hashcode. Okay. So guys, see, with this diagram we can see here, I can explain. So see guys, we created one object o1 equal to new object, right? We created one new object, that is object 1 equal to new object, right guys? So you know guys what happened. So once we create this object o1, so JVM will create an object on heap memory guys. So this in heap memory JVM will create what? One object, right? As we can see here, right? So guys, the O1 is the reference, right? We can see here the O1 is a reference which is pointing to the actual object inside our heap memory. Correct guys? Yes or no? We can see we have created one object O1 that is created in the heap memory object. Correct? So guys, now let's create one other object just like object O2 equal to O1. Guys, please concentrate, okay, and be focused. What I'm going to explain is very, very important. So first I've created one object O1, okay. So it JVM, what will done? So JVM will create an object on heap memory, right? So O1 is what? Reference which is pointing to the actual object, right? So guys, now again I have created one object O2 equal to O1, right? So guys, here JVM is not creating new object, because whenever you're going to use a new keyword, only that time JVM will create new object. Otherwise guys, so in this case object O2 equal to O1, so JVM is not creating new object. Instead O2 reference is pointing to existing object O1. So O2 is now pointing to existing object O1 only, right? That means guys, internally O1 and O2 pointing same object. So with this creation of object O1 and O2, right? So that means internally O1 and O2 pointing to the same object. I hope you understand, right? Now guys, now let's create another object O3. See, I have created one O3 object, right? O3. So what JVM will do? Same way. So here we are also using what? New keyword to create the object. So JVM will create new object in heap memory with new reference with O3, right? So in this case, because I am going to use what? New keyword, right? I am going to create the object with the help of new keyword. That's why what JVM will do? It will create new object in heap memory with new reference, that is O3, right? Till this we don't have any confusion. We have created 3 objects, right? So guys, see, now you have get clarity, right? When JVM is creating new object when the existing object are referenced, right guys? Yes or no? Right? So now guys, let's see default implementation equals and hashCode. So once we have created these 2 types of object, okay, object O1, O2 and O3, then we can see what is the default implementation of equals and hashCode. Right guys? So guys, as per the default implementation of equals method will return true. Yes or no guys? As per the default implementation of equals method will return true when reference will point to the same object. That is condition guys. So as per default implementation equals method, right, will return true when reference will point to the same object. So you can see here object O1 and object O2 both are referencing on same object, right, in the memory, in the heap memory, right? So guys, so here O1 and O2 are pointing to the same object. Yes or no? Absolutely correct, because O1 and O2 are pointing O1 O2 pointing to the same object, so it will return guys true. You can see guys, that's why written here O1 dot equals O2. O1 dot equal O2, it's given the true result, right? Yes or no? And guys, next case you can see, if I am going to compare O1 to O3, O1 dot equals O3, guys see O1 and O3 are pointing to the different object. Yes or no? O1 and O3 are pointing to the different object, so it will return false guys, right? Because O1 is referencing what? Different object. O3 pointing to different object. That's why guys, if I am going to compare O1 to O3, that means it given the false result. Already I have discussed guys in the earlier video equals method and the boolean result, right? It give us to the boolean result. That's why we can see here false, because both the objects are pointing different object. Correct guys? Yes or no guys? Now let's see about guys. This is the equals method default implementation. Now I can see the hashCode. Now let's see about the hashCode for this object guys. So guys, see, for hashCode, JVM will calculate the hashCode based on memory address. Guys, concentrate. What I'm going to explain is very, very important. Okay. So if you will clear this basic concept, then we don't have any issue for knowing the contact between equals and hashCode. So guys, see, for this object how hash code is behaving. So guys, for hash code, JVM will calculate hash code based on the memory address of an object. So here guys, objects are created in heap memory. We can see it. So O1, O2, O3 created in heap memory, right? So guys, so they will have address, obviously. So they will have address. So based on that address, JVM will try to calculate the hash code here, right? That, yes or no? So based on that address, JVM will try to calculate what? The hash code here, right? So guys, how they are going to calculate hash code? So O1 and O2 are guys pointing. See, you can see O1 and O2 pointing to what? Same object. So obviously they are having same hash code. You can see again O1 hash code is 1000, O2 hash code is 1000. Why guys? Because O and O2 pointing to same object. Okay? If they are going to point into same object, so obviously they are having same hash code. Okay? So guys, we can see here O1 and O2, right? Hash code is same, right? 1000 and 1000. We can see it because both the object what? Pointing to same object. Right? Now we can move on the object O3. Guys, you can see here, but object O3 is pointing different object in the memory. Yes or no? O3 is pointing different object into the memory. It will have different hash code. Okay? That is basic knowledge, guys. Yes or no? So now here there is one more thing, guys, that we should know. Now here there is one more thing that we should know. We can override the equals and hash code in our own implementation. Yes or no, guys? What? We can override the equals and hash code in our own implementation, and we are going to see in next slide, guys. Okay, guys, see here. So this is our guy. Then you can see that. So what is the contract, guys? Now we'll discuss what is the contract. In this second slide, what I have seen, default implementation of equals and hash code method, right? This is a default implementation. But as per our agenda of this video, what we want to know, so hash code and equals method, what is the contract? So first guy, we should know what is the meaning of contract. Yes or no? So many guys might be confused what is the meaning of contract. Yes or no? What is the meaning of contract? Right, guys? So guys, first we will see here what is the contract, guys. See, if we are guys, so I will explain one by one, guys, so don't confuse here. If we are overriding equals method, guys, we have here one student class, right? For example, I have taken one student class. So we just can assume if we are overriding equals method, then we must override hash code method properly. What I told, guys, if you want to about the contract, so first we should know if we are going to override equals method, then we must override hash code method properly. Okay, the one word is properly. If we are overriding what equals method, then we must override hash code method properly. So guys, what is the meaning of properly, guys? So guys, what is the meaning of properly? Properly means, guys, if two objects are equal, guys, concentrate. What I'm going to explain is very, very important, not interesting as well. So if two objects are equal, then the hash code method should return the same value. What I've told, guys? Properly means what? If two objects are equal, then the hash code method should return the same value. Meaning two equal objects must have same hash code. What? Two equal objects must have same hash code, and we should not break the contract while overriding the equals and hash code method. Okay, 1 second, I will repeat what a contract means. Contract means, okay, if we are overriding equals method, just keep in mind, if we are overriding equals method, why we are going to override equals method, guys? Because our own implementation, because in our object class, what equals method implementation, if we are not satisfied, right? So that means if we are going to override equals method, then we must override the hashCode method properly. Okay, so what is the meaning of properly means, guys? So if two objects are equal, if two objects are equal, then the hashCode method should return the same value. Meaning two equals objects must have same hashCode. Right? And we should not break the contact while overriding the equals and hashCode method. That is the contact. Okay, contact means this one only. Okay, whenever if we are going to override the equals method, definitely we must override the hashCode method properly. Okay, so we can see practically here. Okay, so let's see, consider here this student class, right? Consider we have one student class. Right? We have one student class. Here, guys, we are overriding the equals method. You can see here we are overriding equals method. This equals method, guys, says if this two student object, what, guys? So this equals method says that here this equals method says what? If this two student s1 s2, right? If this student object has same roll number, you can see, guys, student s1 student s2 has the same roll number, then they are equal. Then they are equal because we are overriding. We are not using default implementation of equals method in object class. We are overriding as per our implementation, as per our requirement. So what it does means, guys, what it does? So if this two student object has same roll number, right, 1 1, right, then they are equal, right? Now it doesn't matter, guys, if these objects are pointing to same object in memory or different object. If these two roll number are same, it doesn't matter if these objects are pointing to the same object in memory or different object in the memory. Now what matters? Now the roll number. If roll number is same for both s1 and s2, that means this is the equal object. So guys, now we can see with these two objects, right, what we have here, s1 s1 s2, right? So s1 s1 and s2 means what? They are having same roll number. They are having same roll number as one, right? As per equals method, guys, these two objects s1 s2 are equal. As per the what? Equals method, these two objects s1 s2 are equal. Here we can see, guys, s1 dot equals to s2 is true. Yes or no? We can see here s1 dot equals s2 is true. Right? Because, guys, they have same roll number. Why, guys? Because they have same roll number. As per the contract, guys, as per the contract, if two objects are equal, what, guys? If two objects are equal, then their hashCode should be same. That is our contract. Right? Once again, I will repeat. As per the contract, guys, as per the contract, what? If two objects are equal, if s1 s2 are equal, okay, then their hashCode should be same. That is our contract between equals and hashCode. Right, guys? So, guys, so to follow this contract, guys, we must override the hashCode method as well. Yes or no? To follow this contract, we must override this hashCode method in such a way. What, guys? We must override, guys, this hashCode method in such a way that if two objects are equal, and they must return the same what? Guys, same hashCode, correct? You are getting, guys, or not? I hope you are with me, guys. So what I am going to explain here. So what? Follow this contract, guys. We must override this hashCode method in such a way that if two objects are equal and they must return the same value. Yes or no? Current implementation, guys, default implementation, right, which provide object class which is depend on the actual memory address. So, guys, that will not work here. Correct? Because by default guy, it is what? Object class implements are there. In hash code by default it is object class implementation there guy. So guy, so we have to avoid hash code and hence we write our own implementation. If you are going to avoid hash code, that means we need to provide what? Our own implementation as a hash code method, which will simply return the roll number. Yes or no? If you are going to implement as our requirement, so 1, right? Yes or no? So we need to what? Return the simply roll number. If two objects are equal, then they will have same roll number. Yes or no? So according to our objects, right? So we need to avoid hash code as well. Right? So guys, so S1 and S2. So S1 and S2 are equal object, right? We can see here S1 and S2 are two equal object. So the hash code value will be their roll number only. Yes or no? The hash code value will be roll number only. So 1 and 1, right? So guys, so our two objects S1 S2 are equal and also return same hash code value, correct? Obviously it should be return same hash code value. So guys, so this example where we can see follow equals and hash code contact, correct? You can see guys here, right? So guys, we'll move in the next slide guys. So guys, next slide is what? Suppose if we are not follow the contact. Suppose in negative case guys, if I following the contact, we understood what happened. If you will not follow the contact, what will be happen? Right guys? So guys, now we might be thinking, right? I don't want care to what? Hash code equals method contact. Just tell me what will happen. If you are not follow the what? Hash code equals method contact, what will happen guys? So guys, so answer your query will be what? If you don't follow the contact guide, so it will create the problem. It will create the problem when using hashing structure. What guy? When you are going to use the hashing structure, then the problem will be happen guy. So in next slide, I will explain what problem you may get. So guys, consider here. Consider guy. So same class guy student here. Already I'm taken here. Class student, we have to fill, right? Roll number and name, right? We are overriding equals method guy. You can see here we are overriding here equals method, right? And as per equals method guy, as per equals method, if two objects are same roll number, then these two objects are equal. We can see here I have created two objects, student S1 and student S2, right? As per equals method guy, if two objects are same, right? When it can same guy, when it has same roll number, right? As per this our example, right? This is our two objects should be equal, but guy, but here we didn't override the hash code. You can see guy, if we didn't override the hash code, correct? If we didn't override the hash code method guy, so hash code method will take default implementation as per the what? Default implementation, it is based address of the object. Yes or no? It based on the address of the object. Now see, created these two objects S1 and S2, right? Which have same roll number. So these two objects S1 and S2 are equal by the definition of our equals method guy. But in the memory guy, you can see in heap memory guy that these are two different objects. S1 S2 are two different objects in the memory guy. In memory, these are two different objects, but we don't care guy whether these objects are different in the memory or not. We need to take care about roll number. Yes or no? If they are having same roll number, means what? They are equal. But implementation of hash code guy is still default implementation, which depends on the memory address of the object. Yes or no? Obviously guy, memory address of these two objects S1 and S2 is different. Yes or no? This S1 and S2, the memory address is different. So guys, so their hash code will be generated different, obviously different guy. The hash code of these two different objects will be different only, right? So this contradicts guy. So this contradicts our equals and hash code method content. Yes or no? I hope you got it guy. See, if you can see two objects should be equal means what? The roll number will be same. Yes or no? But in the memory we can see S1 and S2 are both are two different objects, right? So that's why the hash code will be different, right? So guys, so this contradicts our equals and hash code method concept. This is the problem guys, right? So guys, so let's see what will happen when try to put this object to hash map. We'll see guys, if I'm going to put these two objects into the hash map, what will happen guys? Now moving next slide guys. See guys, when we try to put this object into hash map guys, S1 and S2, right? So when we try to put this object into hash map, then JVM will first guys find hash code of S1 and S2. Yes or no guys? So JVM will first find hash code, right, of S1 and S2. But as we didn't override the hash code, it will use default implementation. Yes or no? Guys, yes or no? If we are not overridden, right? See, in this student class, we have got two objects S1 and S2. Right? If you are going to try to put this object into the map, so what will happen guys? These are two different objects because we didn't override, right? If we didn't override this S1, right, that means we will have two different hash code. You can see here guys. So it will use default implementation which depends on the address of memory, and we have seen what S1 S2 are two different what object in memory. So it will have what two different hash code. You can see here two different hash code 121212 454545. Yes or no? Two different hash code. So due to different hash code, JVM will get the different bucket. Yes or no? Due to the hash code value guys, JVM will create two different bucket index, correct? So bucket index 8, bucket index 15, and then S1 S2 object will put into two different bucket because their bucket index is different. That's why S1 and S2 object will put in two different bucket in the hash map guys. So here we are violating what? Basic hash map properties. Right? So here we are violating what? Basic hash map properties. That hash map cannot have duplicate key. What we know, right? The hash map cannot have duplicate key because as per the equals method, S1 and S2 object are equal. Yes or no? As per the what? Equals method, S1 and S2 objects are equal. If this S1 and S2 are equal, definitely we have one what? Common hash code for these two objects, but it is not here, right? Because we have two different hash code. Why guys? Because we didn't override the hash code, guys. But still we are able to put S1 and S2 into hash map guys. Even the index bucket index is different, still we are able to put S1 and S2 into the hash map at different bucket index. So this is a guy violation. This is a violation of property of hash map. This is the guy. Even we are going able to put the S1 and S2 into the hash map at different bucket index. So this is a violation guy of property of hash map, and this could result in the unexpected guy. This is the violation of property of hash map, and this could result in the unexpected behavior guy. That's why guy, it is very important to follow the equals and hash code method contract. I hope you are getting it. I hope you are getting it. That's why guy, it is very important to follow the equals and hash code method contract. If you are not going to override the hash code, so you will get two different hash code. If you will get two different hash code, means you will get two different bucket index. So if you're going to put same object into different bucket, so it is violation of the properties of hash map. I hope you understand, guys. Right? So guys, now I'm going to move in next slide, guys. So guys, so now I am moving with one important favorite interview question, guys, in the interview room by the most of the interviewer. What, guys? Suppose, guys, if we have one student class, right? If we have one student class and we have overridden equals and hashCode method, right? Where equals method always returns false and hashCode method always returns the same value, right? So guys, let's see with this given example. Guys, see, now let's here now guys, what we're going to do here, you can see that. Let's see here equality of these two objects. Equality of these two objects S1 S2, guys. We have created one two objects S1 S2, correct? So obviously, guys, they are not equal. They are not equal. Why, guys? They will have written false, correct? If they are not equal, that's why they are going to return the false. You can see here S1 dot equals S2, false. Yes or no, guys? In second case, you can see if you will check equality of itself, guys. If you are going to see here S1 dot equals S2, even we could see here false. What we can see, guys? If we will check equality of itself S1, still it is false. Why, guys? Any idea? Because our equals method is always written false. Our equals method is always written false. So when we try to compare S1 to itself, it will return false only, guys. So let's try to put this object, guys, to hash map. So first we'll try to put S1, then S2, then S1, then S1, guys. Let's try to find out what happened, guys, before we go ahead. Quickly summarize about the put method, guys. So how put method is working in our what? Java implementation in our hash map, guys. You can see, guys, here, right? So guys, so just keep in mind, guys, so I will about internal structure of working hash map, guys. How hash map is working. Correct, guys? See. So guys, so when we want to put this key and value pair in the hash map, you can see, guys, when we want to put this key and value pair in the hash map, guys. So you know JVM will find out the hash code, guys. Yes or no? JVM will find out the hash code of key, right? And then JVM will calculate the bucket. Yes or no? So what I told, guys, JVM will find the hash code of key and then JVM will calculate bucket index, right, from the hash code using some formula, right? Now, guys, JVM knows the bucket index. So now the JVM knows the bucket index. So there is a, guys, so there is a possibility, right? After calculating the hash code by using formula, now JVM knows the bucket index, right? So guys, so there is a possibility bucket is not empty, right? So there is a possibility, guys. You can see here there is a possibility bucket is not empty. Meaning what? It will be a what? It will be of a hash collision, right? Yes or no? If bucket is not empty, meaning it will make hash collision, right? If the bucket is not empty, yes, if the bucket is not empty, right, then it will be hash collision. Guys, you think if the bucket is empty, suppose if you get bucket is empty, simply, guys, add the key value pair as first node of linked list. Yes or no? We know very well, right? If the bucket is empty, simply add the key value. Yes or no? Key value, guys, pair as a first node of the linked list. And if the bucket is not empty, it means it will hash collision, right? And in that case, guys, JVM will check whether key already exists or not. Yes or no? In that case, guys, JVM will check whether key already exists or not using the equals method. Yes or no? Using the equals method. And in that case, equals method always return false, guys. Keep in mind, guys. In that case, always equals method return the false. So it will add the linked list as a next node always. What I told guys? So it return false. So it will add to the linked list as a next node always guys. That is guys our what implements of hash map guys. Correct guys? So now guys, just move our example. What we are discussing, right? So you see, let's see, compare our example, right? So now try to put our object into the hash map. So all I have told you S1, S2, S1 and S1. So see what happened here. You can see here, right? So then first JVM will what? Find a hash code. Yes or no? First JVM will find. So guys, this is the things what I am doing here. How we are going to put, right? So you see, after keeping this put, means going to keep this object into a hash map. First JVM will find the hash code of respective key S1, S2, S1, S1, right? This is the key, right? And corresponding we have value, right? So we'll see JVM will find out the hash code of respective key. So guys, so it will always return same value, right? You can see it. It will return same value, that is 111, right? 111, 111, right? So guys, so from this same value, JVM will what? JVM will generate same bucket, yes or no? If it has same value, guys, same hash code value means what? So JVM will generate same bucket index value for every object. You can see here 8, 8, 8. If the hash code is same, good. If the hash code is same, so definitely what? This all the bucket index you can get same, right? Good guys. So guys, they will go to the same bucket, yes, index, because they are having same hash code. So S1 will go to into bucket with index, yes, and this is the first object guys. This is the first object, so that it will add it to the first node. You can see guys, it is added to the first node. S2 will check if the bucket is empty or not. S2 will check if the bucket is empty or not. If bucket is not empty, it means hash collision, yes or no? But our equals method always return false. Right? So S2 will add it on the next node. You can see guys, S2 will add into the next node. Right? And S1 will again add as a last node. So corresponding every node will be added each other. Correct guys? So guys, you can see here. So this is our what guys? As this we can what? Visualize our hash code, hash map, right? So you can see guys. So to summarize this guy, the interview question. To summarize for this interview question, what will explain here? What? That what will happen guys? So we override equals method, right? We override equals method and hash code method in such a way that equals method is returning false and hash code returning same value. So we try to put a student object into hash map, whether it is same reference or different reference. What guy? It is same reference or different reference. Then the answer is all the object guy. The answer is all the object will be added to the same bucket. Yes or no? As new node created. You can see that. Correct? New node because guys, same hash code will get same bucket index, and because of our equals method returning false, they will add it what? As a what? New node in the linked list. Correct guys? That is the guy main thing. So if you will any interview may ask such type of question for contrast between equals and hash code method, so you need to answer in such a way that means they may convince. Okay, so I hope that you all people got an idea of equals and hash code method and their content along with this what perfect example, okay, which is always asked in the interview guide. Okay, This is the guy complete video about what is connection between hashCode and equals method guy. That's it guys. If you like the video, please like, share, subscribe, and please do comment if you have any confusion, any doubt. So I will reply back to you as per my time availability. Thank you guys. Bye bye. Meet you in next video very soon.